All right, guys, what's going on? Justin from 79 Productions, and today we are going to be getting some work done on the Integra. But before we do that, guys, if you would like to support the channel, you could pick up some merchandise. The link will be in the description. Guys, all sales from merchandise goes directly into funding these projects, so pick some up. All right, guys, let's get to this video. All right, guys, so this cylinder has about 70 psi. And this engine, I want to say that's about 15, 20. Yeah. Got a bad engine here. Up and down, wiggle it up and down. Go ahead, it's coming off. Oh, there you go. All right, guys, so we got the engine out. Engine's on a stand now, transmission's on the ground, and I'm super excited about this. Guys, it literally took like an hour to pull this out. Now that I got this out, I'm gonna start taking everything off. That way I could get the head cylinder off and see if the cylinders look good, or if this thing got a burnt valve. We're gonna try to figure out what's going on with this. Look at this one, guys. We got water mixing in with the oil, so looking like it might be a head gasket. All right, guys, we're just gonna pull this head off. All right, guys, so we got the engine out the Integra. Here's what's going on with this thing, guys. This bolt right here and this bolt, they were stripped out. They were about, I would say, maybe 1/4 of an inch not torqued down. Like, this wasn't even sitting on the head, and they can't be torqued down because they're stripped out. So I guess they ran the engine like that, ran it hot, because in here is warped 4/1000ths and the head is warped as well. So here's the problem with this. I took it to the machine shop and they told me all of that, and now they can deck the block and the head, fix the head and the block, but they do not have the tools to fix the strip threads. They said that kit is too expensive, and they don't have enough people doing that to even buy that kit, so they couldn't do anything. And I've called 3 different machine shops and not one of them would do that. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and I picked this B20b up for $100. Now guys, this is a I took a gamble on this. I don't know whether it's good or not. If you could see, there's no oil pan or no pickup tube on the bottom. He took the crankshaft pulley, he took all of that off. All of these bolts are loose, the head's loose. He said he was gonna do a B20 VTEC and he decided to go with the LS VTEC instead because he found a sleeve block at a cheap price. So now guys, this is me taking him at his word. What I'm gonna do is, since all of this is loose already, I'm just going to pull the head off and check it out and make sure and inspect it and make sure I got a good engine. But for $100, I think it's gonna be in better shape than that one. So out of these 2 engines, hopefully I can make a good running engine. So we'll see, but I'm gonna get to this right now. So guys, taking off these head bolts, and remember this head was already loose, so you know, I don't know if they took them off in the right order or not, but hopefully they did. But we're gonna see how this engine looks on the inside. We got all of that stuff off, and we're good to lift that head up. All right guys, so we got the head off, and guys, this looks straight. That was a OEM head gasket. There's no grooves. I can't feel anything by fingernail in there, so I think we're good there. We're gonna check that surface as well, and the head looks like it's in great shape as well. You know, we'll go through, clean it off a little bit, but I think we're good to go. All right guys, so we're gonna check this for warpage. This is 2000s, and this will not, that barely goes through, but guys, this is 2000s and this deck is good, and we're gonna check the head now. Yeah guys, there is no warpage in this thing at all. I can't even get a 2000s yeah guys, we're good. All right guys, so we're just gonna clean this up a bit, clean the carbon off as best as we can. This doesn't have to be perfect. We're using a brass brush, that way it doesn't scratch everything up, and just want to kind of take some of this carbon off, clean it up, and we're going to clean this top surface. And we just want this looking pretty good. You know, it's already off. The good thing about this is there's not much carbon on these pistons, so we're in good shape. You can see just that one little pass got it pretty clean, and we're gonna clean it up some more. All right guys, so we got the engine all cleaned up, and we are gonna install this new Felpro head gasket. And guys, if you see on this, it is marked up, so you cannot put this on wrong. and we're just going to place this on here, and we'll use these two dowel pins to set it in. That way when we put the head on, this won't slide around because these two dowel pins are in place. So this is on, and let's put the head on. Guys, here goes the head cylinder. I cleaned up the bottom as well, and we're getting ready to put this back on. And all you want to do, guys, is kind of line it up with those dowel pins, and you can use the bolt holes to line it up as well. Sit it on there, and that is good to go. Okay guys, so we got our head bolts here, and guys, 2 bolts are longer than the rest of them. Those are going to be your center bolts. So I'm just going to dip those in a little bit of oil and tighten that on. And we will just put all of these bolts on. Do the same thing with all of them, guys. Alright guys, so we're getting ready to put this cam in. I got that side lubed up a little bit. We're just going to set it down in here and just get it to sit. And we're going to put a little more lube on there. And this thing should be good to go. Just make sure your rockers stay in there. And you can never use too much of this stuff, guys. Alright guys, so we got all the cam caps on, and we're just gonna snug these down just a little bit. Yeah, we're just gonna snug them down. We need to go ahead and torque them down, but I need to get a better torque wrench than the one that I have, so I don't want to mess these up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a better torque wrench. But for right now, guys, I want to say I believe this is 7 to 9 pounds. So you really don't need much torque, if any, you know. So be careful you don't tighten these things too tight, and then end up breaking them. All right, guys, so we are going to put the wiring harness on first. And what I like to do is start with the injector harness. And once I start there, I work my way all around. And this thing is pretty much plug and play, so you can't really mess up with it. All right, guys, so we got that engine together and it's almost ready to go in the car, and I'm super excited about it, guys. $100 engine. The gaskets were probably about 60-70 bucks, guys. We really don't have much money into this car, and I'm just super excited. You know, guys, a couple of years ago I had an Integra that was stolen. I didn't think that this one was worth fixing it, but I kind of always wanted to get another one. So now that I got this one, $400 is such a cheap project that I figure why not? Let's fix this thing up, get some content, and what better way to start than with $100 engine. So guys, we are into this thing. We don't have much money into this thing, and I'm super excited about that. So in the next video, guys, I will be putting the engine in the car, getting it fired up, and we're gonna see how it goes. Will it start? I don't know, maybe not, so we'll see. But yeah, guys, that's it for this one. If you would like to support the channel, pick up some merchandise, guys. The link will be in the description. That always helps out a lot. And also, guys, if you're not, follow me on Instagram and Facebook at 79th Productions. And thank you, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. God bless you, guys.